everyone, welcome. In this video, we're going to talk about how does a plant grow. So let's start it. So these are some processes of how a plant grows. But before talking about these processes, let's learn the detailed parts of a seed. A seed has three basic parts: a seed coat, an embryo, and a food supply. Now, we're going to watch the two seeds over here. We're going to talk about both types of here. The first seed is called the monocotyledon seed, which is known as the corn seed. And the second seed is called the dicotyledon seed, which is known as a bean seed. So we're going to compare these both seeds and see where these all three types of the basic parts in this seed. So we're going to connect with them. So over here, you see the seed code for this monocotyledon seed. This outer layer is called the seed coat. Seed coat will help a seed to protect, because when it's a baby seed, it's like super soft. It's like soft tissues over here. So it needs some protection, and that's why a seed coat is protecting it. Whenever whatever happens to it, a seed coat will help it. And the next one is an embryo. An embryo is the whole part of the seed. The baby seed is called an embryo. And then we're talking about the food supply. The food supply over in this part is endosperm and the cotyledon. These two types are the food supplies for monocotyledon. And now we're talking about the bean seed, dicotyledon. And over here, the seed coat is over here for this. All seeds have a seed coat because you see they need some protection, or they might just get crushed, or they might be, so that's why every seeds have now you see kidney beans, they also have a protection. Many seeds have these seed coats. And then an embryo, the whole seed is called baby seed is called an embryo. And then the food supply, which is over here, endosperm and the two cotyledon. Here, you see the difference over here, that monocotyledon only has one cotyledon, and for the dicotyledon, there are two cotyledons. So these are the differences we can observe between these two seeds. Now we're going to talk about what are each functions of these three basic types of parts of the seed. So what is the function of a seed coat? The function of a seed coat is to act like a protective shield, for the baby plant called the embryo inside the seed. What is embryo? What are the parts of the embryo? An embryo is a tiny baby plant inside a seed protected by the seed's outer layer. This seed's outer layer coat is called the seed coat, which we were talking about. So that is called the seed coat. Every embryo or a seedling, a baby seedling, needs a seed coat to protect from itself. And then it has the earliest parts of a new plant, including a tiny root called the radicle that grows into the plant's roots. A tiny shoot is called the plumule that forms the stem and the leaves. Now we're talking about the food supply, and what are they? There are two food supplies, which is endosperm and cotyledons. Some people say that endosperm and cotyledons are same. You can say them however you want. I'm here breaking this into half by showing both definition. However, endosperm and cotyledons are different, or you can also believe that they both are the same. So there's no differences because they're both the same food supplies. Endosperm is a tissue that most flowering plants use to store food. Think of the endosperm as a white starchy part of a corn kernel. The baby plant eats this food supply to get the energy it needs. Next, we're talking about cotyledons. This is folded inside a seed and helps the baby plant grow when it first starts to sprout. These are also called the seed leaves. Some plants like beans store all their food in these thick, fleshy leaves. When you split a bean in half, the two big halves are the cotyledons. As the seed germinates, these cotyledons feed the growing plant and may even become the first leaves that you see. Here, now you see this word germinate. So this will be talking about the part 2 of this video, but I just want to say the definition of it. It's a process of growing plant, growing a seedling, a baby seedling, or a baby seedling. It's baby seedling, okay? So next, and here, if you want to take notes, let me do this. Endoderm is a tissue that, okay, let's take notes. This is the tissue that most flowering plants use to store food. So here, if you want to take notes, that is folded inside the part, and these are the main key points to know, and others are just for your information. Okay, now we're going to talk about, I hope the video was useful. We'll also do part 2 for this video. We're talking about the process. So that's what I was saying. We're going to talk about part 2 for the next video about the processes. Today we only talked about the seed parts. In the next part 2, we will be talking about the processes such as germination, germination, which I was recommending in the when I was talking about over here, we were talking about this germinate. So we'll talk about that in the part 2 summary, and we're gonna do a quick summary before this video is gonna end. The seed coat is the hard outer layer that protects the seed from damage and drying out. The cotyledon or endosperm stores food that gives energy for the seed to start growing. The embryo is the young plant that will develop into a new plant. The radicle is a part of an embryo that grows downward to form the root. The pumule is also a part of an embryo that grows upward to form the shoot with stem and leaves. Stem and leaves that goes downward to form the root. Embryo is a long plant, and cotyledon or stores that gives energy. And the seed coat is a hard outer layer that protects the seed from damage. So I hope this video was useful. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.